Big-budget videos aren't the only way to sell a group. Very often, directors are constrained by small budgets and tight time schedules when they make videos. Tim Pope has made many which have relied on ingenuity and imagination instead of gloss and fancy locations.
See, I don't think pop music is about commercials, because a lot of them, you know, these days, if you're looking at something subjectively, I don't think that's what pop promos should be. That's a big difference. I think they should be subjective films, you know. Basically, a lot of pop songs say, I do this, I do that, and I think that's what the film should say. It should go with, you know, the argument of the people who are in the film. First real one I ever made was Bedsitter for Soft Cell, and I was really fortunate because it sort of went out on top of the pops and everything, so it was quite sort of fortunate, and the single did well. And it was a very difficult time then, because at that point there were about, I think, only about 6 other video directors at that point existing in the world. So I sort of came along, and they were all making, it was just after Vienna, I think, had been made. So everyone at that point was making sort of sub-feature film sort of things. And I basically came along and said, I don't want to do that sort of thing. And all the record companies said, well, you've got to do that sort of thing. And I said, no, I'm not going to. So I actually did like 90 storyboards before everyone thinks it's easy getting your first one. I did something like 90 before they let me do my first thing. And then I did Bedsitter, and then it sort of took off from there. I shoot promos very basically. Like, if you look at the way people shot films in the early days of film, they used to have a little box with a hole on the front, as I say, and you'd shoot a wide shot, and then all I do is pick it up, shove it on my shoulder, move it in for a close-up, and that's my close-up. I don't sort of zoom in on a zoom lens or anything, and therefore it makes it a lot more direct, you see, which I think a lot of promos are shot like American sort of feature films, and I don't think that's good. Loads of long lenses and things like that. I don't necessarily like that.
I personally like very close contact with videos. I think that much of a face is far stronger than seeing someone in a crowd acting out a part or something. I think there's no such thing as only certain people looking good in pictures or in film. I think that's probably laziness on the part of the cameraman or the director. I think everyone's face is very exciting if it's taken in the right angle.
You see, the sort of bands I work with, like The Cure and Talk and all those sort of bands, they don't mind being seen how they are. And we always show them how they are. I can't really talk about other people's work. I just know that I happen to work with people who don't mind being shown. That if they've got a spot there, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think, you know, you should put massive cheekbones on somebody if they haven't got them, or to dye their hair. I mean, I heard of a promo, someone, I think it was Wham or someone, shot a promo and basically didn't like the colour of his hair, so they had to reshoot it. I mean, you know, it's not important really. I don't think it's that important. I think if people look if they look basic and truthful in a way, I think that ironically, again, is a better way of selling a record. I think it's a lot more direct.